Hi. In this lecture, we'll discuss Spark Core. Okay, with this video, we'll start the Spark Core module. In this video, we'll see what is a Spark Core. Okay, where it come in Spark architecture. So how to what is the data storage in Spark Core? What are all the operations we can do in Spark Core? All these things we can discuss in this video. So Spark Core is the base of the whole project whole project of Spark. It provides distributed task dispatching, scheduling, and the basic I/O functionalities. Okay. So in Spark architecture, where it comes is so if you go to spark.apache.org website, you can see the architecture they have provided. Architecture diagram of Spark. So here Apache Spark. This is a nothing but a Spark core. On top of that, they have provided Spark SQL, Spark Streaming, machine learning libraries, graphics libraries. This is the Spark core is a processing layer. It is similar to MapReduce and Spark SQL, Spark Streaming. All these ecosystem tools of Spark. Okay. So if you are developing some Spark SQL program and if you are executing, again it will be converted to the Spark core logic, okay, and then it will be executed. Under this storage will be there. So for Spark you can use any system as a storage. HDFS, if you are using Cloudera, any Hadoop platform, HDFS you can use as a storage, and if you are using AWS, Amazon S3 you can use. If you are using Azure Blob Storage you can use as a storage, like that. Okay. This is about Spark core architecture. So what is the data structure of Spark core? What it will do? So data structure is RDD. So RDD is the data structure of Spark. RDD is nothing but a resilient distributed data set. Okay, that is logical collection of data partition across the machines. Suppose how we can create RDD? There are three ways to create RDD. As first type of creation RDD is reading external source. If you are reading some CSV file, external source, you are reading some RDBMS table. In using that, you can create RDD. Or as a next step, you can perform some transformations on. If you perform some transformations on one RDD, the next another RDD will be created. That is the second way. Third way is parallelizing a collection. All these three ways we can discuss in upcoming videos. Okay. Here data structure is a resilient distributed data set. Whenever you are reading, suppose 1 GB data file, input file you are reading into Spark, that 1 GB will be divided into, based on block size, it will be divided into different partitions, and each partition will be stored in the different nodes in the Hadoop cluster. Okay. So to develop Spark core applications, and we have a interactive shell, nothing like how interpreter will execute, right, command by command. In the same way, we have for Spark also we have interactive shell, that is I have installed Spark in Windows, and how to install Spark on Windows, I have made a video, and you can refer that video. And if you type Spark shell now, you can see Spark interactive shell there. Here directly you can execute Spark command. Okay. So Spark core will support all the languages like Java, Scala, Python, and R. So famous is everyone will use Scala only because Spark is developed using Scala language. So the native support will be there, and also when compared to other Python and other languages, it is very fast when compared to other languages. So on RDDs will perform two types of operations, that is transformations and actions. This is very important. What is a transformation? What is the action? Okay. So transformation. So if you see the definition, Spark transformation function that produces new RDD from existing RDD. Okay, this is very important. In interviews they will ask you what is a Spark transformation. Spark transformation is a function that produces a new RDD from existing RDD. Okay, that means it takes RDD as input and give RDD as a output. Whenever each time it creates new RDD when we apply any transformation. Okay. So RDD is once we create that value, whatever that source value, you cannot change. That nature is called immutable. There is in Scala we have two concepts, right? Mutable and immutable. In the same way, in Spark RDD is immutable. Once you create, you cannot change. Based on that original value, you can create one more RDD, but the value of original RDD you cannot change. That is immutable. You cannot change. So two more things you need to remember is whenever this Spark is a Spark programming is a data flow language. Okay, so first we will read the RDD. You apply some transformation again one more transformation, like that. You will until you achieve your output. You will perform lot of transformation. So all this transformation will be recorded as a graph. Okay, that graph is called directed acyclic graph. DAG will call as DAG. Okay, what are all the, suppose one program is there. There you read you have written some 10 lines of code, 10 RDD, 10 transformations. All will be formed as a graph. That will be called as a direct acyclic graph. Okay, and all the parented RDDs will be formed as one graph, that is called lineage graph. Okay, you understood, right? What is a DAG, what is a lineage? Okay, so by default all the transformations are lazy in nature. Lazy in the sense, until unless you trigger, that memory allocation will not happen. In the same way, whenever create some transformation, so just DAG will be formed. That's it. Once you perform some action, then only that transformation, that DAG will be converted to logical plan, and that will be converted to physical plan. So DAG will be logical. Once you perform some action, it will be converted to physical plan. Then based on logic, it will execute the code. Okay. In transformations only, we have two types of transformations. One is narrow transformation and one more is wide transformations. Okay, these are also very important. How many types of transformations in Spark? Two types of transformation: narrow transformation and wide transformation. Narrow transformation, nothing but that the transformation happening in a single pointer, partition of data, single partition of RDD. That is called a narrow partition. For example of narrow partition, map of filter is an example of a narrow partition. Narrow transformation. And what is the wide transformation? So if you are applying transformation, based on that your transformation, you are applying on multiple partitions. Okay, your data will be processed in multiple partitions based on your transformation. That transformation will be called as a wide transformation. The name itself indicating that the transformation is applying on many partitions of RDD. That is called wide transformation. For example, group by key, reduce by key are the examples of wide transformations. In wide transformations, no, lot of shuffling will happen. So interchange of data between number of partitions will happen. That's why shuffling will happen. So this is called as a wide transformations. Next one, we'll discuss action. What is RDD action? So transformations will be just it will be from the DAG. So when that will be if you want to work with the actual data set at that point, action is performed. Nothing but suppose if once your transformations are done, until unless you trigger, means some action, if you do some count or something show, then only output will be that actual logic will be performed. Suppose we'll take one example. Suppose some word count program you are running, you have developed some logic, that all the logic will be individually performed in the partitions of suppose some 5 nodes. If you consider 5 nodes are there in the cluster, in 5 nodes that logic will be executed and it will be, the output will be stored in the 5 nodes. Okay, once you perform some action, then only the logic, that is data, is processed in the nodes, that will be come to the driver, Spark driver. Okay, action is nothing but a driver program. Before action is performing, the data will be available in a nodes in a distributed manner. Once you perform some action, it will come to the driver. So this is the main activity, driver program. Action is nothing but a driver program. Then in action, you can perform, you can store that actual value into the external source. Suppose once if you want to save the data, once RDD is processed, the output, if you want to save into third party systems like database or HDFS file or Amazon S3 bucket, so you can use a RDD action. Okay, that is the all about RDD action. Understood, right? What is transformation, types of transformation, what is action, what will happen if you issue some action on the RDD. Okay, these are the some examples. In our course, we will discuss all these transformations by examples. Okay, in upcoming videos. Transformations, map, what is flat map, filter, map partition with index, union, intersection, distinct, group by key, reduce by key, sort by key, join, coalesce. All these we will cover in upcoming videos. These are all the transformations, main transformations. We will discuss some actions. Here some actions: count, collect, take, top, count by value, reduce, fold, aggregate, for each. These are all the actions. We will discuss all these actions, okay, in upcoming videos. So this is all about the Spark core module. What is RDD, what is transformation, what is action. In upcoming videos, we will discuss next topics.